Hey everybody, welcome back to Jackson Jet Setting. Today we are checking out the Swan Reserve, one of the newest hotels at Walt Disney World. It's a deluxe hotel, meaning you get extra perks, which I'm taking advantage of this trip. I got an awesome suite upgrade with my Marriott status. We're going to check all that out, check out the full property. If you like this type of content, hit the subscribe button and like this video, it really helps us out. I'm excited to show you around the Swan Reserve.
The Swan Reserve is a sister property of the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Hotels, also part of the Marriott Bonvoy program. You can check out a full tour of the Dolphin on my channel, and I'm staying at the Swan shortly in 2024, so check that out in the future. Swan Reserve is located across the street from those properties. It's also across the parking lot from the Fantasia Gardens miniature golf course. It's located really conveniently in Disney World still, though, walking distance at Epcot and Hollywood Studios, or you can take a friendship boat. There is a charge for parking overnight at the property, but you do get free theme park parking, interestingly enough. This is a benefit that all Disney-owned hotels have, so it's nice to have the theme park parking just for convenience sake. Compared to its sister properties, it is a pretty small footprint. On the second floor here is the fitness center, which I felt like had a lot of options for you, nice views out the window there, but has all of your machines that you find at any hotel around the world. Nothing necessarily blows my mind here in terms of exercise equipment. They do have included in the resort fee that you do have to pay as a member, free exercise classes each day. Loved the look of the elevators too, very tropical feel. We're going to check out the main floor of the Swan Reserve. This is floor number 3. So once you enter the property, you go up a large escalator up to this floor. There's a Disney Experience desk that I never saw open during my one-night stay. But this is where you're going to check in for the Swan Reserve. They have the concierge desk over here to the right. And then over here to the left is the lobby bar. This is the Stir Lobby Bar. This was open nice and late until midnight, so I actually was able to grab a beer and a pizza here right after the park closed. But it's located right off the check-in area of the Swan Reserve. If we exit the lobby here to the left, we're going to enter the pool area. So the Swan Reserve has its own pool here. It doesn't really have any like theme park views. There's no like crazy water slides, but you can use the Dolphin and Swan's pool across the street, which is much more impressive, and we'll show you that in just a sec. Over to the left is the Tangerine Pool Bar, so that's going to have its own menu and cocktail menu, separate from Stir on the inside. You're going to have your burgers, your Greek salads, your flatbreads, that sort of thing. Definitely lends itself to the more adult feel of the Swan Reserve. Definitely more of an adult feel here by the pool, definitely a lounge style versus what's going to be seen over in the grotto pool, which has waterfalls and water slides and beach activities, that sort of thing. So something for everyone here. Again, you're a short walk across the street to that more activities style pool. But here you have a good look at what the Swan Reserve looks like. So nothing like very Disney themed. It's going to be a more corporate feel. At the top there is actually the view bar, which is open just from time to time for fireworks viewing or corporate events. You do have a number of free activities here by the pool that you can rent, like how they had the pool noodles there. And then there's going to be some extra charges for special activities and that sort of thing. Moving inside, there's going to be a coffee bar called Grounds. So this is going to be where you can grab your coffee and some pastries, that sort of thing in the morning. Very quick option here if you're running over to the parks. Also a nice grab and go area, so if you want like a snack for the room or maybe a beer for the room, something like that, you can go and grab that there. The higher end restaurant here at Swan Reserve is called Amare, so this is where breakfast, lunch, and dinner is. So that's where you're going to take your Marriott Continental breakfast if you want to have it in a restaurant. You can also get it via room service. I opted for the points on this stay just because I was going to be in the park super early, but I'm going to take the escalator down here and check out a little bit more of the property. So this is the kind of welcome lobby, if you will, and they're going to have a bell desk. They're going to have a concierge here to help you with any issues you might have, and you can walk straight through the doors to the right to the elevators, and that'll take you straight up to the room, so no need to take the escalator up. Took me a little bit to find that out, funny enough. In terms of cost of this property, it hovers in the 200s to 400s and up. Depends on the time of year that you're visiting Walt Disney World. Also with Bonvoy kind of ditching their award charts, it can really vary with how much it's going to cost on points here. I've seen it dip to the 35,000 point range, so you can definitely look for that, but it's not going to be every night. You do have bus transportation to the Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. This is operated by the Swan and Dolphin and Swan Reserve, so this is not Disney bus transportation. That's a little bit of a bummer because if you're heading to the Magic Kingdom, you're going to be dropped off at the Ticket and Transportation Center, which then you have to take a ferry, boat, or monorail over to the park, rather than being dropped off directly at the gate by Disney buses. You can solve this problem by walking over to the boardwalk or the Yacht and Beach Club, but it is going to be a little bit of a walk. We're going to walk over to the grotto pool and check out a few things over there. Again, if you're interested in seeing the other properties, the Dolphin or the Swan, you can check out the Dolphin property right now on my channel, and shortly in May 2024, you'll be able to check out the Swan full tour. And I will link those two tours down below. So you have a nice little gardened walk over here to both the theme parks and the rest of the resort. Really like the feel of this walk, kind of meandering, kind of calming feel. Definitely feels like a resort. Really gets rid of all that street noise nearby. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you are actually closer to the grotto pool here than the Dolphin or the Swan properties, even though you don't have to cross the street if you're staying at those. I think that's kind of a benefit. It's very convenient. They got showers and restrooms and stuff over here as well. So we're going to take a look at the grotto pool. Really, really beautiful pool. Gigantic. One of the best pools on Disney property, I think. I came back and the waterfall was running. Really only runs when the pool is officially open in the middle of the day. But you have some cool deck chairs underneath that waterfall just to get out of the sun. Then there's plenty of sports activities around here, plenty of beach chairs for everyone. You have a nice little slide for the kids. You got some cabanas to rent as well, and you got pool service throughout the place. So really a great pool to take advantage of on maybe that non-park day, or if you're just here for a vacation and you're like, I don't really care about the theme parks, I just want an awesome pool. This is one to definitely check out. A question that often comes up is, can I go and use some of the Disney pools that are nearby, like the Yacht and Beach Club or the Boardwalk? And unfortunately, you cannot. The only pool hopping privileges that people have at Disney are DVC members. So just keep that in mind. You're going to be stuck with these if you're staying here at the Swan Reserve. Nearby the grotto pool is the cabana pool. So this is going to be more of an adult pool. They have the cabana restaurant right here as well. So nice place to grab a bite. So you have a lot of options here, and you're really close to the theme park, so you can easily come here, take a dip in the afternoon when things get hot, things get busy in the parks, then always make your way back to the park pretty easily. It's something I definitely like to do, and I definitely recommend that during the summer months here in Orlando. Located nearby to these pools is going to be the Swan, Dolphin, and Swan Reserve's beach, as well as the Swan boats. So you can actually rent one of the Swan boats included in your resort fee. So take advantage of that if you are someone who's not maximizing your time in the parks. This might be a fun little activity to do. There's also a kids' playscape nearby, so lots of options. So I did use one of Marriott's nightly upgrade awards, used to be called Sweet Night Awards, to access what I think is one of the best rooms on Disney property. This is the signature suite with an Epcot view. I did have late access to Epcot this evening, so I didn't get a chance to watch any of the fireworks from this room, but it's got a great theme park view. You can see all of sort of the Bay Area with the Yacht and Beach Club and the Boardwalk. Really a fantastic view here. Love the living room for dining. Got to use that with my pizza that I took back to the room. You have a fold-out couch here in the living room, so you can fit a bunch of people in here. You have a TV right here over to the right. Really just a very modern style. If that's something that you're looking for, a little bit of luxury on your Disney vacation, this is a great option, especially because you get all of those theme park perks still. You can take a look at the view here. No balcony, but a really, really amazing view. Now we'll move over to the main bedroom. So the main bedroom had one king bed. Lots of plugs near the beds. Really cool artwork above the bed too. Kind of got me in that resort mood, but nothing Disney again in this room. Even though it's official Disney hotel, it doesn't have a Disney theme. Another gigantic television right there. Some birds as decoration there. Little desk for work as well. There are some convention center facilities here, both in the Swan Reserve's building itself and near the Swan and Dolphin. So you may be here on business. Little alarm clock with USB-A plugs in there. No USB-C, unfortunately, but nice big plush bed. Had a good sleep in there. 2 closets on either side of the doors leading to the bathroom. has your robes, your irons, extra pillows, blankets, that sort of thing, and then your safe over here to the right. Hanging clothes can also sit here in the closet. So good option there for folks coming in. And then one sink here in the bathroom. The bathroom can be accessed from both the living room and the bedroom, which I thought was cool. And the toilet area was actually walled off from the rest. So it's really good for families that are trying to get ready for the theme parks or dinner or something like that. People can kind of use different parts of the bathroom and still have some privacy. Shower itself, nice little rainfall shower faucet, if you will. And then here is the toilet with its own sink, which is really cool. So 2 sinks in the bathroom, even though there's one just over in the shower area. Overall, the walk between the Swan Reserve and the boats and the walkway to take you to Epcot or Hollywood Studios is not really that long. You do have to cross the street, so you kind of lose a little of the Disney magic doing that. I just feel like once you're on property, you don't really deal with like crosswalks and stuff like that. But in terms of like the physical property, it's really nice. I've stayed at all 3 of these resorts in the past, and I got to stay upcoming at the Swan, booked on points, really good points still, 36,000 points a night. Stayed at all of them. These are definitely the nicest rooms of the 3. I don't think it's really that much more inconvenient to get to the parks. Just a little bit longer of a walk at the end of the day, or at the beginning of the day. You do have bus transportation to Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom. The big bummer with the Magic Kingdom buses, it drops you off at the Ticket and Transportation Center rather than directly at the park gate, which is what the Disney buses do. So I actually think it might be worth it to walk over to the boardwalk or the Yacht and Beach Club and catch a bus from there. It's just a little bit easier, and for people that are trying to save time and maximize their vacation, I think that that's probably the best plan. Otherwise, this hotel's really good. Otherwise, elite recognition has been pretty good. I was able to use my Suite Night Award, or whatever they're calling them now with Marriott, to get that Epcot View Suite, which is really fantastic. They offered 2,500 points at check-in instead of breakfast, which is continental breakfast. They do that via room service, which is really nice, especially if you're trying to get to the park super early. It's a really cool option for people. So I actually opted for the points this time, but otherwise next time we're gonna go probably with breakfast just to see what that's like. But yeah, overall a great stay. I would definitely recommend, especially if you have Marriott status. I get my Marriott status through stays and credit cards, a little combo of both. I've got 1 more year left of earning platinum, and then I will be lifetime platinum. So trying to get some Marriott stays here in 2024. I wanted to make use of my benefits when staying on property, so I headed over to Epcot for the extended evening hours. So I was staying there on a Monday night. Epcot handles the extended evening hours on Monday nights, but if you're staying on a Wednesday night, it's going to be Magic Kingdom. And sometimes during the year, they actually have Disney's Hollywood Studios, which is really convenient for Swan Reserve. It's a nice boat ride over to the Flower and Garden Festival. I love this time of year in Epcot. Had some amazing food. Stopped by the Germany Pavilion for that toasted pretzel action. Flock of Seagulls was actually playing that day for the Garden Rocks tour that they have during the festival, which is amazing. And then that nighttime came. I was still waiting around for my extended evening hours to kick in right when the fireworks started. My virtual queue for Guardians of the Galaxy was grabbed at 6 p.m., so that started shortly after the extended evening hours began. Wanted to check out Luminous, though, the new fireworks show. That was really cool. Really great finale here. And then by that time, Ratatouille had actually begun operating again. It went down for a little bit. I had no line for that. Went over to Guardians of the Galaxy. You can probably do 3 or 4 rides pretty easily during these 2 hours. Just know that you probably will have to choose between maximizing your ride time and going and staying for the fireworks. So maybe go see the fireworks on a different evening. Came back shortly before park closed, though. I had spent all day in the park. And I was really pleased to see that they actually had turn-down service at the Swan Reserve, and they left these awesome orange lollipops on the bed. Really a nice touch there. Had a great stay here. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Hope you think about booking. If you do decide to book, please reach out to us. We have our contact info on the page. And enjoy your time at Disney World.